Hi everyone, Happy New Year! I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas and New Year celebrations, and we've now got a fresh new year to achieve all our goals and strive to be better artists, yada yada yada. So let's get started. One of the challenges that I started last year was the 52-week illustration challenge. There's a group on Facebook and they also have a blog if you'd like to read up about it. But basically they give you a prompt each week, and from that prompt you do anything you like, drawing, digital drawing, painting, sketch, anything you like. Now I took part in this challenge for quite a while, but it did fizzle out a bit for me and I kind of lost track of it and I ended up not fulfilling the whole year. So this year I want to try again. I want to try and do it every week, and my focus for this year I think is going to be pattern design. So that will involve creating original art as motifs and elements that I can then put into patterns, and I think that the weekly prompts will be excellent for this. So the first week's prompt is whimsy. Now I wanted to use some of my existing art for this first prompt because I've actually got a couple of things that might work for whimsy. Now this drawing here was a response to a prompt challenge last year, a different one to the 52-week illustration challenge, and what it wanted you to do was to do a continuous line drawing. So that's where you hold your pen down on the paper and you don't lift it at all. You basically keep the pen on the paper. And I decided to do a tea party kind of scene. So you've got the table and 2 chairs, and then I tried to draw some plates and cutlery and cups and a teapot. And I absolutely love this. I really like the effect, and so for ages now I've really wanted to use it in a pattern. So I thought this would be a great opportunity, because when I think of whimsy, I think of sort of quaint vintage things such as teapots and things like that. So I definitely wanted to use this. And there's also a couple of other things that I thought I might like to use along with it to kind of make a bit of a picture that tells a story. So as well as this table and chairs, I thought I might also use these cats here. So I think I like this cat the best, so I think I'll try and incorporate that cat, and I'd quite like to have that cat standing on the table, because I don't know about you guys if you've got pet cats, but my cats are always wanting to join in with our meal times, and so they're always up on the table. So I thought that would be nice. And another image that I would really like to use is this one here. Now I drew this last summer when we were staying at a B&B in Wales, and they had this lovely pot plant. I haven't finished colouring it in, but I drew it with my brush pen and I coloured it in a bit with some acrylic markers. But anyway, the line art is what I'm interested in here, and I thought it would be nice to have this tree kind of quite large as a sort of point of interest next to the table, as though the table is outside, so it's a bit like a garden tea party. So oh, and there's one more that I did for a prompt. Let's have a look, try and find it. If you'd like to see through this sketchbook in a more leisurely way, I've actually got a sketchbook tour for this Moleskine watercolour sketchbook, so I'll link to that. But this key I also thought was really good because it makes me think of Secret Garden. So I thought that, combined with the kind of outdoor picnic table and the cat and the plants, I thought it would make a really nice kind of Secret Garden tea party kind of scene or story. So what I actually did with these is I have used an app called Adobe Capture to create vector line art of these images. All you have to do is take a photo of your art, and then you use the app to select some line work and it creates a vector for you. Of course, it works really well for things like this because this is already just line art, but it does actually work for things like this too. You know, it won't ruin it because you've coloured in certain bits. It will still pick out the lines, and you can still select what you want and what you don't want in your vector line art. So I highly recommend trying out the Adobe Capture app. It is an app that only works on my mobile phone. I've tried it on my tablet and it just says that, you know, the version won't work on my tablet, so I don't know if it's sort of only been developed for mobile phones so far. But anyway, if you've got a mobile phone that can run it, it's such a fun app to play around with. So I've already done that because as soon as I got the app I just absolutely loved it, and I went round, you know, vectorising as much of my art as possible. So I've already got vectors of the plants, the table and chairs, the cat and the key. So let's go and play around in Photoshop and see what we can come up with.